Thank you for joining in on this Sunday. Uh Beautiful Sunday for everybody that is joining in. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. God bless you all today. Let's thank another day to our Lord and Savior Jesus for being alive and also to be here. You know, uh be doing what we're doing and bless everybody that is having, difficulties today. Wish you the best. That you can find a solution for your problems. If you have health issues, I pray for you, in the name of our God and Savior, Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for joining in. It's a pleasure to be with you guys on this Sunday, beautiful Sunday. Today it is September 29th. The hour, it is 12:05 West Coast time. Last time that I was live, I did like almost 2 hours of a live feed commentating on a Q&A. And we were showing our experience, our most deep experience that I had this time in Israel. I have gone and to cover the war two times in Israel. The two times have been a completely life changing experience. First time it was kind of shocking to see missiles flying on top of you and going to these places. There's a war. And the second time, it was it was more spiritual. Also, it was dangerous. We were in the border with Lebanon, which is now getting this is the thing that I'm gonna tell you. Now you have all these pro Lebanon people. Now you have all these pray for Lebanon people. Pray for Beirut. Eyes on Beirut. When are you going to put your eyes on Jerusalem? When are you going to put your eyes on Israel? When? When are you going to put your eyes on Northern Galilee? When are you going to put your eyes on Kiryat Shemona? When are you going to put your eyes on Jish? When are you going to put your eyes on Malkia? When are you going to put your eyes on the north of Galilee? When? These people that now are saying, pray for Lebanon, pray for Lebanon. Israel is attacking Lebanon. No, sir. Get out of here with this. Hezbollah has been attacking Israel for the past months relentlessly. Israel has, in this past months, has never attacked brutally like Hezbollah is doing right now to Israel. And in the past months, and even people have said, people in Israel have said, we don't have nothing against people from Lebanon. It is Hezbollah who is attacking us. What are we supposed to do? The numbers are 30 to 35 missiles per day. Hezbollah, it is releasing into the north parts of Galilee. The numbers, according to what they have said, is that what they're saying is basically that more than almost 7,000 missiles have been launched since October 7 to the part of the north of Galilee. You have to be kidding me with this. And now you come with, let's all eyes on Beirut, eyes on Lebanon. The Lebanon people, the Lebanese people do not want nothing to do with Hezbollah. Everybody's saying Iran is about to attack. Iran is already attacking. They're using their proxy. They're using Hezbollah. They're using, they're paying Hamas also. They're using their proxies. They don't have to attack directly. They don't have to. They're using these terrorist groups. That's what they're doing. I was there for days. And these people are relentless. They're brutal. They're vicious. These people are sending missiles every day. Bam, bam, bam. The people in Northern Galilee are like, what the hell is going on? These people are, they have been attacking relentlessly. And now when Israel strikes back, and God, thank you, they took away Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, an evil man. It is not good to say You wish bad on somebody. But these people, Nasrallah has been an evil man, has been threatening the world. The world. It is not only threatening Israel, threatening the world. And for everybody to, uh, for everybody to start saying, oh, wow, uh, Iran is just attacking only, they want to attack Israel. No, Israel is full with people that is not even Jewish. They have Christians, they have Muslims, they have all kinds of people, different types of people. It's not even them. It's all types. So when you're saying, let's eradicate Israel, it's because you want to eradicate a population. You want to eradicate all people. That's what Hezbollah wants. They don't want peace. Get out of here with that, man. They do not want peace. They want destruction. They want war. They want war. They want evil. That's what they want. So, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. God bless you all. We are about to show a few videos of my visit to Israel. Somebody's asking me, do you know James O'Keefe? James O'Keefe. Who's James O'Keefe? I heard of that name, but I don't know who that is. James O'Keefe. I don't know who James O'Keefe is. I think it's a guy that goes to places and he hides and he confronts people, right? He goes undercover, something like that, and he goes to places and he tries to get out information, something like that. He does that. That's the guy, right? I think that's the guy. Yeah, and he was the leader of. They took away his network. I think so. Yeah. I heard of that guy. I heard of him. God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for joining in. So, how are you doing today, Oscar? I'm doing good. Q&A for people that are watching. Hola, Oscar. Saludos de Playa. Saludos. ¿Cómo no? Está Playa. Saludos. ¿Qué pasó, Marco? ¿Cómo estás? Saludos de Playas. James O'Keefe goes undercover to expose corruption. Oh, okay. Well, I think I've seen the guy a couple of times. I don't really follow. I don't think I follow him, but I never have interest on what he's doing. But I think he's doing good stuff. I think so, right? He's doing good stuff. So, thank you so much for joining in. We're about to show you a couple of videos that I wanted to show you before we go on, before I start moving, forward to everything that I'm about to show you. Robin Byrne says, aloha, Oscar. Again, who funds these NGOs? Your government of the United States of America. All the federal grants out of your American taxpayer, it goes directly towards them. The United Nations, who it is the number one that is providing, the United States is the only one that provides more money to the UN. So it is the UN also. The majority is from American taxpayers. That's what they are. En español, María Eugenia Salgado Silva, muchas gracias por darnos tan valiosa información. Saludos de Ixtapán, del Estado de México. Saludos, cómo no, Ixtapán, del Estado de México. Un abrazo enorme, cómo no. Saludos. In X, in the account of X, Alexander Toro Flores. Saludos desde Boston. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, Alexander. Thank you so much for joining in. Kathy Price says, love watching you, Oscar. Thank you for keeping us informed on truth. You are a great journalist. I listen to you to hear the truth of what's going on with the border. Yeah, Q&A. I wanted to do this Q&A, but also I wanted to show you a couple of videos that I shot in Israel. Now, I'm going to put something that is biblical, right? And a lot of people are not going to follow the live feed. Possibly they're not going to like it. But this is, I'm going to put this on. This is Matthew 27, 57, 61. The New King James Version. It says, why am I putting this on the screen? Is because I recorded where I went to the garden tomb. And this is the place where supposedly 75 to 85% of the population believes that this is where, uh, Jesus was buried and laid to rest. And somebody says, I think you should do a buy me a coffee to get back to Israel. Chuck will probably help. Yeah. There's buy me a coffee is pinned on the chat right there in YouTube. If you guys will like to help, it is right there. I'm trying to save money. He sent me a message today. I'm not even lying. Look. Send me a message today. Where is it? Right here. You're missing all the fun. Look at that. And it is all the attacks that they have been on Israel. Look at that. Look at the alerts. Those are all attacks. Massive. Look at that. And he said, I said, man, I need to be there, or we need to be there. And he said, yes, we need to get back there. So I hope that I can, do as much as I can. But let's go back to this. Nancy Diaz Albers, nice to say hello to you. It says, if I wasn't for you, we would not know the truth about the situation at the border and what is actually happening. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Nancy Diaz Albers. Thank you, Nancy Diaz. So let's go to Matthew right here. And it says, Matthew, Jesus buried in Joseph's tomb. So it says, now when evening came, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who himself had also become a disciple of Jesus. This man went to Pilate, and asked for the body of Jesus. Then Pilate commanded the body to give it to him. When Joseph had taken the body, he wrapped it in a clean linen cloth and laid it in his new tomb, which it had out of a rock. And he rolled out a large stone against the door of the tomb and departed. And Mary Magdalene was there, and the other Mary sitting on the opposite tomb. So this is the actual video of me entering the garden tomb, where it's supposedly, this is where Jesus was, laid to rest. And Jesus was crucified. Also, Golgotha, it's called. So this is actual video of me entering this place. Give it a like to the video, share the video, like the video, and share the video. Like the video and share. This is where it's at. Let us play the video.
Okay. So actually we close at 1, so you have 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, we got 10 minutes.
Okay.
This guy is, he's from Mexico. He doesn't speak English. But
I speak English. I speak English.
okay, first we go see Golgotha. You want me to narrate?
Yeah. Go ahead, Chuck.
So this is the garden tomb, one of two places that they believe might be the place where Jesus was buried. This one is the newer of the two, and it was determined to be the place with a more scientific method than the older place was. So I think this is probably more likely to be at least very close to the spot where Jesus was actually buried. And it's right next to Golgotha, which is a cliff, a bluff right outside the city gates, the Damascus gate here in Jerusalem. And it, you'll see why they called it the place of the skull. When we get up here, you can see it. Today it's a bus terminal. It's a parking lot for buses. And we're in East Jerusalem, by the way, so this is, the Arab part of Jerusalem. But this is
even
the,
it says the Skull Hill right here.
Yep. So you come right over here.
Oh yeah.
Look right there. There's eyes, and there's the cross would have been right up on top of there. which is now a
So
Muslim
the
cemetery.
cross will be
been
where
right-
Jesus was
right on the top.
crucified.
Yeah, that's
Would have
right.
been right there.
Right on the top. Now look at this picture. This is from 100 years ago, and this is what it looked like then.
Oh, it looks actually
You
like
see,
a skull.
it really looks like it's more eroded now.
Yeah.
But it actually did look like a skull back then. And you know, again, this is the main road going to Damascus, out of the old city. So they would have wanted to put the cross on a place that was very easily visible by the public as they were walking by, because it's a deterrent. Like, don't mess around in Jerusalem or we'll do this to you. And so I think it's very likely that that actually was the spot. Now, they also needed it to be near a place where they had tombs already, because they didn't have a lot of time to get Jesus down off the cross and get him in a tomb before the Passover. And that place, the Bible said, is a place where there was a wine press. And so right here next to it, right over this way, they found a wine press and they found the tombs. We'll go see that now. We only have a few minutes.
I just want to say hi from CTN.
Oh, yes, hi.
I'm here. I'm from Dominican Republic.
Oh,
But live in United,
Dominicano.
but I live in the United States.
Okay.
And I always watch the channel
That's
from you
great.
and
The
other
hot zone, yeah.
the Chris. No,
Chris,
the,
oh, Chris.
I
Mitchell.
always
Yeah.
pray.
So we were in this place, and as you see, this lady knew Chuck from his programs, the Hot Zone. She's from the Dominican Republic. She's a Christian. She is a missionary. She just explained to us that she came from France and all these places, and he knew Chuck from the Hot Zone. A lot of people in Israel know Chuck. A lot of people. I'm saying a lot. The guy is walking, and people stare at him, and it's like, oh, it's the guy from the news. The guy from the news. Hot Zone, the guy from the news. So a lot of people know in Israel. A lot of people know Chuck. And also in Ukraine, a lot of people know him. I'm saying a lot of people. It's a question right here. Thank you, Oscar. You're doing a great job. What surprised you most about your visit to Israel? It's the Garden of Gethsemane. Possibly it was really significant for me. It was the most significant moment of my life, possibly. And also, covering the war has always been something that I'm drastically changing now to cover wars, following the footsteps of this great man. But I think that I am covering wars now. It is something that is extremely different of covering migration. Although migration is where I have my expertise, I have covered it the whole continent, and parts of the other places of Europe, like Calais, France, with the UK, and also Poland with Ukraine, and all of Amsterdam also. But especially it's covering the war. It's just that. And he said, and have you always supported the Jewish state? I have supported I supported Jesus. I follow Jesus. So whatever my heart tells me, I will do. That's not a specific that I support a flag or a country. I support what Jesus tells me and what Jesus tells me in my heart. So I support peace, love, unity, humbleness, all this other stuff. So this is a lady that is from the Dominican Republic. As I was explaining to you, she stopped us and she wanted to say hello to Chuck. And she said hello. And after that, we came to one of the most impactful places that I ever been in my life, other than the rock where Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. That I will play that video again for people to watch. It was the most important moment of my life. But the before video, how we got there, it's actually funny. But I wanted to put that video also. But this is the garden tomb where Jesus was most likely laid to rest, and they let you into where he more than likely was laid to rest. So let me just put it again for people to watch it. Where are we? Where we're here.
For then, and and I
Thank
want
you
here.
so
Thank
much.
you and praying for the peace of Jerusalem.
Well, thank you for
I
being
made
here.
it.
That's
God bless
great.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
you too.
Dios la bendiga.
Take care.
Dios la
Dios te
bendiga.
bendiga,
Soy de
igualmente.
México.
Oh,
Dios la
tan
bendiga.
bello, Dios te bendiga. Ahora me voy a encontrar con un mexicano que anda perdido acá, primera vez que viene.
Somos igual.
Hay que hacer una entrevista con ellos.
Ya.
Es muy raro tener turistas aquí.
Sí.
¿Sí?
¿Ah?
Es muy raro tener turistas en este tiempo.
Sí, Dios me trajo, yo no vine, Dios me trajo a
Oh,
orar por
wow.
Jerusalén porque realmente era muy necesario.
Era su sueño.
No, yo he venido 6 veces. Esta es
6
la séptima
veces.
que vengo, sí.
Séptima. Oh, wow.
Pero
Impresionante.
tenemos que orar por United States, you know, that's what I can hear. We gotta pray for
Yes.
everywhere, for
Yeah.
Venezuela, for everybody.
Oh, yes, yes, especially for
God bless you.
Venezuela. Igualmente, Dios la bendiga. So we are in the garden tomb. We are always got 7 minutes. Chuck is going to show me where possibly there was. This is another place where Jesus was put to rest. We visited the first place. I don't know if you guys remember.
More likely places.
This is the more likely place. This is where Chuck says, but let's see right here. Oh, wow. This is the place. Yeah, this looks more likely. So that's the place, Chuck?
Yeah, you need to hear the whole story of how they
Oh,
figured it
man.
out, that this was a place. But when you hear it, it makes total sense. This would have been the wine press. So they knew that the tomb was near a wine press, and then here's the wine press. It's right there. And there's a lot more that went into figuring out the exact spot. But when they applied some scientific method to it, historical science, they came up with this spot. Now, obviously, this has been built up because millions of people come in here every year. But
So this is where the garden tomb, this is where Jesus was laid to rest. Potentially, this is one of the places that they're saying. The other place is the Holy Sepulchre, another place where Jesus was also put laid to rest. They say that is where supposedly there was he was crucified on the top. On the top floor of the church, you have a big rock that is right there. But we go in into the cave. They let you go in into where Jesus was laid to rest. Really interesting, really heavy stuff.
here's the great thing. Because it's wartime and nobody's here, we get to go inside the tomb. Normally, you just get to look in there.
Wow.
We get to go there. Now, you see this channel? This is where the stone would have been that they rolled the stone in front of, right? That covered the tomb.
Yes.
They would have had it in a channel like this.
Oh yeah.
And this would have been the tomb.
Whew. He was possibly laid to rest right there.
That's right.
Wow, this
You know
is
what's
powerful.
the coolest part of this? It's empty.
I know. Because he's not here.
He's not here.
I love that answer, man. He says, he says, the best part about this, and I said, what? He's not here. It's empty because he rose, he rise from the death.
God.
Yeah. Wow, this is amazing, Chuck. This is
Thank you, Jesus, for what you did for us.
pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Now, this other video that I'm about to show, buy me a coffee is right there. If people want to contribute, I'm intending to go back again to Israel, so I'm saving a little bit of money to buy the plane ticket, and to get the plane ticket to go over there, to go and broadcast what is going on right now in the limitations with Lebanon. So we really want to get there. You guys know what is going on. Even though we will try to get, if I get there, I will try to push Chuck to see if we can get into Lebanon, Beirut, or some place like that. See if it's possible. There's a possibility to get in there. But it's just the plane fare is the only thing. So this is the other video that I wanted to show you. It's the I think it's King's David, no King Absalom the son of King David, I think so. That's his tomb on the Mount of Olives. And this is where, before we go to Gethsemane, the funny thing about it is that last time I was explaining to you guys when I had the most private moment with Jesus, the most with the Holy Spirit, possibly it was. The most amazing thing about this video, the most funny thing about this video is, and that we're walking, and I say to Chuck, like, "Hey, that's a beautiful church," and you know, there was a mosque on top, some kind of a mosque, and then there's the church where Jesus prayed on the rock, and I said, "Oh, that's a beautiful church," and he says, "That one?" I said, "No, that one where Jesus prayed on the rock," and I didn't know that that was the church. And he goes, "Ah, that that one is, oh yeah, it's a normal church." But he played like it was like it was nothing for him. It was a surprise for me. Then later on, we go around and they tell him, "Hey, you can't go in there with shorts." He was wearing shorts, and he didn't care. He just went. The guy, you can actually see it on the videos. They're like, "Hey, you cannot enter with shorts." And I said, "Chuck, you're saying that you cannot go with shorts?" And he's like, "Ah, yeah, it's okay. I can go in." This guy, man, funny. Let's put the video. Uh, you know, uh, oh yeah. Be safe always, but especially if you go to Beirut, and don't forget to take the American flag out of your backpack. Is as hard as it is to say. We were doing a funny story about that. We were crossing from Jordan into Israel on the is the worst, man, the worst. And I'm sorry if Chuck is listening, man, is the worst place if you want to get caught in customs, man. Worst line, worst place. It's just bad. It's just the inspection, the line, and it was all like full with people from all parts, and they hate all these people. They don't like the flag of the United States. And I was carrying the backpack with the big flag on the back. Then Chuck looks at me and is like, "Out of all the places, you have to wear that patch today, huh?" And I'm like, "What patch?" I got a bunch of patches. I got the Mexican patch. I got the Venezuela flag. I got the flag from Panama. I got a flag from, I think that those are the flags. And the United States and some other flag I got. And I said, "Why?" And he's like, "Well, this is the place that you don't want to wear an American flag, American patch flag." I'm like, "Why?" "Well, all these people that you see right here, they don't like America, man." I'm like, "Really?" And it says like everybody, I looked to the back and everybody was staring at me like this. I swear to God, everybody, I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think that I'm not going to be liked over here." And I said, "The hell with it. I don't care. They're going to do something. They're going to do something. And I didn't remove it. I left it on and it's still on right there in my backpack. My backpack is right here. But yeah, it's it's just, it's not a lie. Look, let me just see if I can get it. Uh, yeah, right here. That's my backpack. Ush, my God, it's heavy. Ugh, right there, the American patch, right there. Never moved it. Uh, and it's a patch that it was given to me by a serviceman. This guy was a Marine, and he gave it to me. So it is a priceless gift, and I put it there, and he told me, "Out of all the places, out of all the places, dummy, you are wearing the patch in the most, you know, in the most place that you're gonna get so much hate." I was like, "The hell with it, man. Let it, they can." I said some bad word, but it's between Chuck and I. I said a bad word. They can stick it, but in another profanity language, I said it. And a lot of the people that they were there, they know how to speak English. So I was like, "Man, they can." And I said it out loud so they can do something, because I was like, "Come and get it, man. Let me see. Let me see if you want to take away this patch." Even it's not my flag. I'm Mexican, but I love the United States of America. So I will say, come get it, man. Let's see if you can get this patch. But I said that in the middle of all these people. They were looking at me really mad, man. They were mad. They were like this, and because of that patch, I think. that we got that treatment, Chuck. When we got out of the customs, we were trying to get a taxi, and it was so difficult to get a taxi, man. And they were treating us like crap, really. And Chuck was getting upset, real mad. We were getting late. We wanted to get the hell out of there because it was hot, and it was the weather was really bad, and we were just like, oh my god, we were so tired, exhausted. We didn't get no sleep. And I believe that because I was wearing the patch, we got that treatment. Because a lot of the people those people they don't like the United States. A lot of the people they don't like that. They don't like that flag, man. They will actually burn the United States flag, as they are doing right now in the United States, as they do when they're in the Middle East, as they do in some other places, But I didn't remove it. I was like, the hell with it, man. I'm not going to. Because Chuck told me, like, out of all the places, he was making fun. Like, he was saying, like, out of all the places, Oscar, out of all the places, you have to pick this place right now in the middle of this line. And it was a line that it was full with men, full with men, uh, you know, and really, you block him out. Who's this? Really, you block him out of Facebook. Shame on you. Block him off. Shame on thinking really hard on leaving you behind. Who's this? What the hell? So um I was like, we were in the middle of this line. It was a lot of people. A lot of people. And all the people, they were just staring. And I felt that somebody was staring at me, man, but I didn't know why. It was because I was wearing that patch. Now I know why. It's like, oh yeah, I'm wearing a patch. And then he told me, like, they're staring, Oscar. Like, they're staring. And I'm like, I don't care. They can come and take it if they want to. Let's see. I don't know how to defend myself. So I was like, you know, let them try. I'm not going to let nobody touch my patch. It was a gift, and plus it is a beautiful flag. So I respect it. So I don't think that they're going to do nothing. Although they were just staring. There were a couple of young guys in their early 20s and some of them in their late 20s that they were like just like giving me a look like I really uh you know I really really hate you. Like, it's just really, I hate you. And you know it was incredible just to get that moment. It was funny and it was incredible. But this is the other video that I wanted to put on. This is the other video that I wanted to put on right here. And it is a video uh, of the before we get to the Garden of Gethsemane. And I wanted to put this video on so you guys can see it. We were in Absalom's tomb, King David's son, Absalom, I think is his name. It's a funny story about that. I don't want to share the story. It's kind of graphic. What he did, Absalom, I think so. But this is this is the video. So I'm gonna put it on. 3,000 years of age. This King David's son Absalom tomb. It's incredible. Let's go to the Mountain of Olives. I don't know. I can picture Chuck's voice. I can do the Holton. You guys want me to do the Chuck Holton? You guys want me to do it? This is his voice when I was wearing the backpack and we were just waiting there. And he was just like, out of all the places, Blue, you had to wear it here. Out of all the places, you're wearing that patch. Out of all the places, look how they're staring at you. Look, just don't look back. Don't be obvious. Don't be obvious. But of all the places, you have to wear it. I don't care, Chuck. They can stick it. I really don't care. I even said it out loud. I don't care, man. They can stick it and they can come and get it, man, if they want it. And I look behind them. Don't look back. But of all the places, you had to wear it here. And he just shook. It was so funny. He's just like, I like it. Look at this video on our way to Garden of Gethsemane. Hello, Oscar. Denise says, hello, Oscar. Glad I caught you alive. Israel is one of the places I want to visit when the war is over. It looks nice. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Uh, God found a favor with David, even though he was a sinner. The story of Absalom's, the son of David, he wanted to, I think this is the story, if I'm not mistaken. He wanted to kill David. And and it's a long story, but I let's put the video on. I'll lay the story for you guys later on. Where Chuck is taking me now. I'm gonna walk the mountain of olives right now. See the great walls behind me. It's so amazing. Uh, it's not that I'm not. There was a lot of people in his audience that were saying like, "Oscar, you're gonna have a heart attack." Oscar, I'm in great physical condition, people. I'm just gotta tell you, I'm in great physical condition. I had crossed the Darien Gap 4 times. It is the much difficult place in the planet for migrants, and it's such a horrible. You got to be physically fit to cross that. I train every day, boxing. I run every day, but I do not power walk. And this man walks like he's doing 55 on a 25, man. That's his pace. Like, it's just, if he's going to the store, he walks like that. If he's going to buy a coffee, he's walking like that. He's going to buy tacos, he walks like it's just his normal day. He walks like that, like on a fast pace. And because I'm a slow walker, it's really difficult to catch up to him because I don't walk. It might as well, let's run, man. Let's go for a run. Let's go for a jog. But the guy just walks like that, and it's really difficult to walk that fast. For me, I'm a slow walker, man. I'm a pacer. I'm talking. I'm having a conversation. I'm enjoying. This guy, no, this guy walks like like you got to be kidding me, man. And sometimes it's like, Chuck, come on, man, you got to be kidding me with this. Like in all the videos, that you're gonna see him really far in front of me, way in front of me. You're gonna see him way in front of me. Why? Because he walks like that, man. There's a lot of people are like, oh, he's a fast walker. Yeah, he is. Chuck, question, stupid question. Some of the apostles, were they buried here, around here?
Most of them were buried elsewhere because they went out to all the nations.
Yeah.
Like Paul went to Rome. Thaddeus and Bartholomew went to Armenia. Lazarus was not an apostle, but he went to Cyprus. Someone went to Greece. They went everywhere.
They were persecuted also.
What's that?
They were persecuted also.
Oh, of course, yeah, all of them died, were executed.
Yeah.
Apostle John went to Patmos and wrote the book of Revelation. I don't know. I don't know much about all this.
Yeah, you don't know nothing. This guy.
Hey, just little tidbits.
Yeah. It's a beautiful church over there, Chuck. Now, look what I say. As it's a beautiful church up there, Chuck. And you see that one that he's signalizing? That's like a mosque. This one on the left, that's the rock on the Garden of Gethsemane. And look what he says when I ask him that. Oh, yeah, he says, that's a normal church. No, this one.
This one? Yeah, that's
I almost got ran over there. There was a car that almost I got ran over.
It's really sad that there's just not much of interest or beauty to show you out here. Kind of,
It's not interesting enough.
yeah. Just wish there were some, you know,
Something that it was
Ancient.
interesting. Yeah,
monuments or something we could go see.
and something historical. Look at those doors, man. Look at this. Wow. It's just wow. Everything is just wow. There's no other way to describe this but just wow. Wow. Thanks to all my audience and everybody that trusts this, my news, and also Chuck Holton that provided me with this audience to come over here again. Get the opportunity to walk these important and beautiful places historically. One of my wildest dreams was to come to Israel. My first dream. It's been 2 times now. 2 times now to come.
No shorts inside or out.
Ah. Sending no shorts in the shirt.
It said that no shorts in the church, and this guy did not care. Look, I'm a you cannot wear shorts to go inside the church, and well, of course, I'm walking with Mr. I don't care
Again,
over there. So
get the opportunity to
there
walk
was a guy
these important,
that told
beautiful
him, like,
places.
hey, where you going? There's
historically.
no shorts in the church.
One of
You
my
can't wear them."
wildest
He's like,
dreams
"Oh,
was
yeah,
to come
yeah."
to Israel. My
If
first
you-
dream.
if you watch that.
I just-
that's the funny thing. The guy
Been
comes
2
up to
times
us
now.
right
2
here in the
times
corner.
now to come.
No shorts inside or out.
No
Ah.
shorts. It's like- this guy's like this guy, man.
Sending no shorts in the shirt.
He doesn't care, man. I love traveling with this guy.
Good morning, how are you, sir?
So this is the entrance to the Garden of Gethsemane. Listen to the story as we are going in. This is before I went to the church and prayed. The most Oscar, was it warm? Yes, it was hot. Really hot weather. And it's different. You know, it's not California sunny. It's hot like desert kind of city. It's weird. So weird weird weather, but it was hot. Really hot.
No, I've been here many times. So,
How are you?
do you know where we are?
No.
This is the Garden of Gethsemane.
You know, this is one of the most beautiful things. This is why I love this man. He has been so humble to me. I've been so humble to him, you know, because I learned from him a lot. But, you know, he takes the time. This is why I love traveling with him. And also, you know, when I've been with Michael Young also shows me a lot of the stuff. War type. Well, Michael Young is more of a person that he will explain to you how to attack in a war, how to do this, how to do that. And they're attacking. They're using this kind of weapons. They're using this and this. And he goes on, man. He goes off. Like he will tell all this kind of explosives and they are going to attack and they're going to do this. And this is the strategy that you use blue when they're going to surround and they're going to like, whoa. It's a lot of stuff that he can tell you, you know? But when you're traveling with this man, it's so beautiful because you learn his history all around it, you know, and he takes the time to explain to you. You know, he takes the time to explain to you. And right here, it's an example. You know, he also does it with so much, he enjoys it. You know, he says, "Do you know where we are?" And I said, "No, I don't know where we are." And it's the Garden of Gethsemane. And he starts like, "Do you know what that is?" And I'm like, "No." It's like, "Well, this is, you know."
No shorts inside or out.
Ah.
No shorts inside the place. Yeah, forget about it. It's so funny, man.
Sending no shorts in the shirt.
No shorts in church. But he doesn't care. Funny guy, man. Funny guy. funny guy. Want to be funny?
Okay. No, I've been here many times. So,
How are you?
do you know where we are?
No.
This is the Garden of Gethsemane. These are the trees that
Wow.
are descended from the trees that Jesus prayed under, where Jesus came here to pray.
Whew.
Okay? And, wow. You just have no idea. Normally this place is like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Yeah, it's just like so crowded. So you see how old these trees are?
Yeah.
They've tested the DNA from these trees and found that all the trees in here came from one tree, and they believe it's the tree that Jesus, like it was here when Jesus was here praying. These were not here when Jesus prayed. Those trees are like 1,000 years old. So there's older trees that they came from, that they were planted from here.
Is this the place that actually when Jesus came and they took him
And prayed the drops of blood where
Yeah.
they came and they grabbed
And
him.
they
when
grabbed him?
Judas kissed him and everything.
Yeah.
It's all right here.
Wow. What a crazy. Whew. Man. It's impossible to get in there, huh?
No, you can't blame it.
You can go. Can I ask the priest one favor? You think that he will do it?
What?
If he can just give me a blessing for my uncle and my aunt. They,
Talking about that one. I don't know. I think these guys might be like Franciscans or something. I don't know if they do.
Catilia, how you doing? Yeah, that's where I asked later on. So I was picturing, that the movie part, where Jesus was captured, where he was betrayed by Judas, and they came for him, and yes, this is the place. They even tell you that what part of Israel is this? It's Jerusalem. So they even tell you that they used to let you touch the trees, but a lot of people were taking parts of the trees and making money out of them. So they stopped, letting. So they guarded the whole section. And there's only a place that is kind of like it has some kind of a metal spaces. It's kind of like a window, but full with metal, and it has little square spaces that you can touch it. And it's right up here. Look at the video. It's right here, and they let you touch it, but it's impossible for you to scratch and get some part of it. And even if they do, if you tried, they will, possibly arrest you, or because imagine you're damaging hundreds of thousands of years of history, so it's just, it's amazing to be there just to see this kind of stuff. Look at this.
That's more
Yes.
Catholic. So here, this is your chance to touch one of the trees.
And that's
Wow.
the chance that you get to touch it.
You
That's
see where
it.
They have to put a cage up because people are
Oh,
breaking these.
man.
They had to put like a cage. So that's the best that you can do to touch.
This is where Christ said, "My Father, if it's possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as you will, but not as I will, but as you will."
Let me do one video in Spanish real quick.
So that was the entrance. Now you guys saw the video when I go in there, and I didn't know that church, that church was where that was the most important moment in my life. Possibly the most spiritual moment in my life was that one. When I went and prayed in the rock that Jesus prayed, and I didn't know that. So we were in the side of the church, and I didn't know that. So this is the video. Again, I will play the video again for you guys to see.
The archaeologists back a couple hundred years ago when they figured out that this was the place, uh, they they found out that there was one particular special stone that people would come here and would pray on, and they believe that's where Jesus prayed when he sweat the drops of blood. So they know which stone he was on, and so they built this church over that stone, and they made the stone the altar in the front of the church. And
wow.
normally, the first 2 times I came here on tours, you couldn't even get in here. It was so full. It was so packed with people. And now we'll have it almost all to ourselves. So the thing is, you can film, but you can't like do like videos and all this stuff. You got to be quiet, and you go in and you can literally pray on the same stone that Jesus prayed on, which is pretty amazing.
This is amazing. Let's go in there and see.
Look at the floors. It's just beautiful.
Wow.
The door, it's huge. Huge doors.
It's totally not up to your standards.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow.
That's it. That's the stone.
Oh wow. Wow. Wow, John.
Can you touch it?
I think that, you know,
That's really strong.
and what I say later on is that I said that is really strong. Is real. You feel that moment completely has changed my spiritual life. That right there has completely changed my spiritual life. Reason why is that after that moment, I didn't know what to do. Um, I felt something that I never felt in my life before, and it was to enter the church. You feel that your legs are crumbling, and you feel an energy. It's a really heavy energy. I don't know how to explain it. It's really heavy energy, extremely heavy. Um, and when you go to directly to the rock and you put your hands on there, and you feel another energy. But when you lay your face on the rock, it's just it for me. It was burning my forehead. My forehead. It was burning, burning. It was hot, and I don't know why. And I couldn't stop crying. And it was just a really intimate moment that I had. No much more that I can say. That was possibly my calling to understand that it's time, and it's beautiful. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Uh, real heavy, real heavy, real heavy. And when I put my forehead in there, I was feeling hot right here, man. It was like burning, 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 hot. And that's why I removed my face because I could lay down there and be praying the whole day, right? But it was burning my forehead. So it was really, really difficult for me to understand what the hell was going on. Really, I didn't know what's going on. I was like, "What is going on over there, man?" So what the hell is going on? Like, what did I just felt? I never felt that in my life. It was insane. It was wow, man. The energy was insane, heavy, insane. Got up there and was like, "Whoa, that was strong, man." That's the first thing that I said to him. Said to Chuck, "That was strong, man. That was really strong." I felt the presence um of him right there. So thank you so much for joining in. Q&A, people. Got Buy Me a Coffee is right there pinned in the chat. Tomorrow we're going to do informative reporting. What is news? Talk about Nasrallah, that he was taken out by the IDF, Israel authorities. Also talk about migration, talk about all the situation that is happening right now in the border, that we have documented on the Mexican side for almost 7 years now, and in the continent also. So, we have done some incredible work, uh, documenting this and exposing this, and in so many levels. Q&A. People want to ask a question before I go. I'm right here. We're going on 57 minutes and 31 seconds. Uh, Karen Bond says, you have been in the most evil places and the most godly places. What a life you had. May God continue to bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we have gone through a lot in our lives. Uh, I think that I am going to start publicly speaking about my experiences in life and how we have come into this announcement that I have potentially going to be baptized to be Christian in the next incoming weeks, possibly. Um, and that's about it. But we're gonna start publicly speaking, and possibly I'm going to go and publicly speak into colleges, talk to the kids of second opportunities in life. Also, I want to go to these rehab centers and talk to these people and tell these people that everything can be accomplished in life. Also go to federal prisons and talk to the inmates. Start talking to these people. Going on my own, and basically doing it and trying to help to reform individuals. Um, you know, through my experience and through what I have gone through in life. So let's hope that it all comes to the better. How did your family react to your announcement? They were a little bit, they they took it well. It was not just, you know, it was not just that they were disappointed, but they took it well. They were like, okay, let's whatever is in your heart, son. It's whatever you want to follow, whatever is in your son, whatever is in your heart. Go ahead and do it. It was nothing more than just like, oh my God, they cried or they were really upset. No, they were just like, whatever's in your heart, go ahead. If you want to do it, go ahead. Whatever's in your heart. Uh, so Q&A, people, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. It's 1 o'clock in the evening. I'm about to go. If there's no questions, it has been a beautiful live feed. Talk about my experiences in Israel. Next time, I will put more videos in the middle of the holy city. That basically my experience inside of the holy city for people to get it and understand. You know, and for you to see it. Also, my experiences, and basically, when I'm showing this, is you guys want to also take the opportunity to go one day, and dare yourself to go one day to Israel. It's one of the most experiences, beautiful experiences that I have ever had in my life. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, God's plan, it is our mission. Stay